turn down the seatbelt sign. Please take your seats.
Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Jen. So today what I'm going to try to do is color my hair, ultimately a variety of blonde colors. I want that sun-kissed look. But the first thing I have to do is strip my hair from this red color. I'm going to use this product called Color Oops. Real quickly, the box says pour number 1 into bottle number 2. We're going to shake it. And yeah, we're going to go right on in. So now I'm just going to speed this up. I literally applied this in 23 minutes. Just try to keep a steady pace and try to absorb those strands all the way down so that we can get rid of most of the red that we possibly can. I'm literally just going row by row and babering each strand until I get through with each quadrant at a steady pace. So now that I have the product in, I'm going to let it sit for about 20 minutes. After the 20 minutes has passed, rinse it out with warm water. Shampoo for 5 minutes, and then you're going to rinse for a full 20 minutes. And yes, it says 20 full minutes. And you would repeat those same steps twice. So this is what it looks like after I follow the instructions on the Color Oops box. And the red is stripped and ready to be colored. For those of you with locks, here's a quick tip that you probably need to consider before coloring your hair. When you saw me do the red hair video, I had about 3 months of new growth. When you do loose snatch hair, it seems like it penetrates a lot more. This is more cylindrical and it takes a lot to penetrate through it. I think it would be more even to have it all retied as opposed to loose hair. So I won't have a lighter shade on the bottom versus up here. Now it's time to add a little sunshine. Quick disclaimer though, I am not a professional cosmetologist. I just glean from others, ask questions, talk to other cosmetologists. I researched and formulated a plan to create the look that I was looking for, which had to be the Jazzy way. Because I'm not a pro at this, I got the see-through aluminum foil so that I can see what's going on and to also separate the different colors. I also went to the Dollar Tree and got pre-cut aluminum foil sheets. Okay, I got 2 mixing bowls with perforated compartments so that I can put each different color in each compartment. Multiple coloring brushes for each color. I will be using Sandstone Blonde, Ash Blonde, Honey Blonde. 30 volume developer. Now let's mix. So you're going to put 2.5 ounces of developer and 1 tube of the Sandstone hair color. Oh, my juice. I'm just stirring this until I get an even consistency, and we're going to do that with each color. And I'm moving pretty fast for my first time. I did notice that one of the boxes was a 1.2 ounce bottle and the other one's a 1.7. So just read the back of the box for specific measurements. This is the Ash Blonde. For some reason, this Ash Blonde looks like it had a little red tinge. Why, I don't understand that. So I guess we'll see what happens. And this color is the Honey Blonde, and you just follow the same instructions with the developer. Okay, I separated my hair into 4 ponytails and took the front 2 down, but I also separated it and made it into like a triangle for the highlighted part to kind of frame my face for the brighter color. So now you're just going to work at a steady pace and literally go row by row. I was straight struggling trying to put these aluminum foils on. I'm not going to even lie to you, but I got a little rhythm and then it was on and popping. I started the first layer with Ash Blonde. In the front, I folded the aluminum foils twice because it was kind of hard to see dealing with the front. Just slap that stuff on there, saturate your hair. That's it, that's all. I fold that sucker up. I continued alternating between the colors, but using mostly Ash Blonde. Okay, so now we're done with the front. Now we're going to work on the side, and you're just going to part that section like so. And we're going to begin with Ash Blonde on the perimeter part. And I saturated the rest with my hands because I totally forgot about the gloves in the kit. Okay, the first row, we colored it Ash Blonde. And so we're going to part the second row, and we're going to do something a little bit different by making it look more scattered in appearance. So we're going to go up and down within 1 row, and then you'll separate those 2 pieces, color 1 piece 1 color, and then the other part that was separated, you'll color another color and aluminum foil it in between and do the next row the same way. Now the staggered method was only done on the front 2 quadrants. Now the middle part in the front and the back 2 quadrants was done layer by layer. So let me show you how to do that one more time, because I know they can seem a little bit confusing. Then you're going to pull those apart. So once I pull those apart, I will color one layer one color, and the part that I pulled apart, I will color another color, and then I'll move on to the next row and do the same thing. If I am not explaining this to where you can understand it, I am so sorry, but feel free to ask questions in the comment section and I'll be glad to answer them for you. I forgot to add that when I started on each quadrant, I went around the entire quadrant with the ash blonde color, and then I did the first row the ash blonde color, and then I alternated different colors row by row. Ooh, child, I was thinking, man, I'm finally done. I don't care if I do look like a hot potato. It's all right. This was applied in 1 hour, and then I left it on for 30 minutes. So this is what it looked like after I washed it out with the yellow shampoo and also with the purple shampoo before I began the toner. It doesn't look like it's too much difference at this point. So now we're going to tone the hair to try to get rid of that copper and orange look. So I'm going to take Wella T18 Ash Blonde, and I'm going to mix that with 20 Developer, and I'm going to use a 1:2 ratio. I'm going to use the Dollar Tree Party Cups, and I'm going to put 1 cup of T18 and 2 cups of the 20, and I'll mix it just like that if I need more. I just saturated the product within 4 quadrants and let it sit according to the directions on the box. So when it was finished setting, I washed it out and shampooed it, and then I didn't do anything else until a couple of days later. And baby, it was not giving sun-kissed blonde. So I opted to do something different, and I used this cream lightener, and it's supposed to lighten the hair color 8 levels up. Now, I'm not sure if this is true bleach, but if it is, I chose to get the cream instead of the powder because the cream is less harsh on your hair. Well, that is what I was told, but I had to do what I had to do to get this blonde. Now you can use different ratios with this lightener, but I chose to do a 1:1, and I got a 1/4 cup of the 30 Developer and a 1/4 of the cream lightener. And of course, use the aluminum foil to keep them from merging colors together. So we're going to use the top front portion only for the highlights, and we're going to have 2 quadrants and 1 mid-moon section in the middle. So you're going to alternate between ash blonde 1 row and then the lightener and then ash blonde the other row, and keep alternating on the middle part only. I apologize for not getting footage on the 2 side quadrants, but I only used the lightener only. All I did was part it row by row until I finished the quadrant, but in between each row I used the lightener, which means I used the natural color that I already have in there as a color, and I did not color that part. I just aluminum foiled the lightener part so that the colors would not merge. At this point, I bet you like, child, that is too much. And it is. If you get lost with my instructions, just remember you can follow the instructions on the back of each product that I was using. The only thing you will have to remember here is the way that I applied it to get the color and the highlights. I applied the lightener around the perimeter of the front part of my hair, and it seemed like the color lightened in minutes. This application was done in 30 minutes, and then I left it on for 30 minutes and made sure I shampooed it very well. And this is how it turned out, and I think it took this time, that's for sure. I shampooed my hair with these products, and I was making sure that I rinsed and shampooed and rinsed and shampooed, trying to make sure I got out all of the chemicals if there was anything left. I then followed that with an intensive hair mask recommended by a friend of mine to make sure I restore my hair and put back moisture in the hair. And I also put my favorite coconut and lemongrass lock nourishing oil. It's perfect. I love it. About a couple weeks later, I did use the Afro G treatment as you see here, but then a week later I followed that up with another 2-step program in which I did not have to use heat. Now y'all know I'm gonna keep it real with y'all, right? So about a week later or so, I would say, my hair began to shed a little bit from where I put the cream lightener on only. And guess what else happened? Baby, I had 2 locks to fall out. The 2 locks that fell out, I believe they were my weaker locks, because the rest of my hair felt strong and steady and no issues. But just best believe that cream lightener, baby, it ain't no joke. I will say, depending on the maturity of your locks, a lot of my locks in the front where I did the lightener at, it did unravel quite a bit from the bottom. Just FYI. But I was okay with it because I thought it was kind of cute. Oh, how did I feel? Baby, I was feeling myself in my car, in my job, doing TikToks, at home, and in my closet. Baby, it was a whole vibe. If you like it, comment down below and tell me what you think I could do better or what I could have left out. If you like this content, subscribe. And I thank you so much. But before you go, let me shed a little bit more light. The Bible says, let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. Matthew 5:16. Okay, we came to our destination, and you may now unbuckle your seatbelts. Bye, babes.